All right, wait, I'm gonna.
It's all right.
Give our intro music.
For 21 toes or 19 toes? Double the pleasure, double the fun.
Are we live? We good? We're on.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BIA Only Facebook Live. And we are glad you're joining us here today on this Friday, January 28th. Thanks for being here. We're playing a fun game today. It's called Spin for the Rate. And we're going to get into that in just a second. We've got Rachel Duffy, one of our star personal agents. We've got Jay Cohen, our star president of the owner of the agency here. And we've got
Michael, I just feel the staplers. I just feel the staplers.
I'm your host today, Brad Toms, and we'll have Kate Chomp, and she's going to be showing us the categories as we get started. Thanks for joining us. We're sorry we couldn't. I know we had scheduled for Jacob Dinkins and Bracken Mountain Builders, but we had to reschedule that due to some protocols and safety. So we're looking forward to seeing Jacob in March. And so we're going to get started with Spin for the Rate. Just to lay some ground rules for you today. These are all the factors.
Hey, before we go into the show, let's talk a little more.
Fans could connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, our YouTube channel. Or are you gonna do that later? Am I cutting? All I do is fill staplers around here, and I don't pay attention. That's all right. That's all right. Jay was a
Get the script.
Yeah. Okay.
But as we go through the game, please join us with your questions. If you have questions about one of the topics we bring up that affects your rate, hey, type that in. Our crack social media team is ready to answer your questions and engage with you as we're on live here. So thank you, Katie Sweeney, for that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, if I can continue without interruption.
Whoa.
What we've got here is we're going to play Spin
Dang,
the
we've had some zingers this week. Everybody's a little testy. Like we come out of a week of snow and cold and
It's Friday morning.
yeah,
It is
COVID's
Friday.
popping and people are like, damn.
COVID's popping off.
Yeah. Wow.
So today we're going to be playing Spin the Bottle, and wherever that bottle lands, we're going to have a category, and one of our agents here is going to explain in 30 seconds or less why that specific category might affect your rate. So welcome to
Time out.
Spinning for the Rate.
Time out. I don't think I can like go to the closet. I don't think my wife Nora is gonna let me like play spin the bottle today. Like I don't.
We've checked with No, and she said it's okay.
Okay.
All right, we've already got permission from the lawyers. We've already signed everything, so we're good.
Non-disclosures are filed.
Yeah,
We're
Okay.
good.
we're good. All right, are you guys ready to begin?
And this is all right. Since I was a late minute add to this game, this is just homeowners.
Just homeowners. Just
Okay.
homeowners today.
It's the big ones, right? The ones that really are going to have an impact.
Exactly.
Okay. And
Right.
what do we win? What can we win?
The prize will be disclosed when the game's over.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and if you go over 30 seconds, you're supposed to hear a buzzer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll just buzz you with my mouth. Okay.
There we
There
go.
it is.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, Rachel, why don't you start
Buzz
us off?
you with your mouth and spin the bottle. What is happening Friday morning?
Spin
It is.
Spin the bottle for our first category. That's a good spin, strong. And it's
Not
pink.
my first rodeo. All right.
Oh.
All right. The hits don't keep coming here on the live show.
Yeah. Mm.
All right, so we have construction. In 30 seconds or left, how can construction affect your rate? Go.
We need to know how your house is built. Is it a log? Is it a frame? When it was built? If there's any special features to it, let us know in the quoting process as we're having that initial conversation with you.
So, can I add in, or is she
Yeah, go
done?
ahead. That was only 10 seconds. She's
Yeah.
doing great.
So, if it's masonry, you could have a lower rate, and if it's log, it could be more expensive. And hardy plank or some fire-resistant materials provide a lower rate.
Right. And logs kind of limit your opportunity with carriers.
Yeah. Perfect.
Great job, guys. Great job. All right, Jade, you're up. You can spin the bottle.
I am scared.
That's not That was okay. It's blue.
That's blue. Is that blue or purple?
Go.
It's like a blue violet. I
Violet.
think,
I'll
according-
go with violet.
We're gonna let Kate choose which one that is. Oh, all right.
Ooh.
Looks like we're looking at claims history. And Jay, in 30 seconds or less, how does claims history affect your homeowner's rate?
I might have some claims history. Nora is calling.
Hi, Nora.
Nora's calling in. Hello?
Nora, you're
We're doing the live show.
I
You
told
had
you-
said you
I
did not
told-
want to do the live
I
show.
told Nora yesterday she'd be on the live show, and this is
All right,
intuition
I'll call you right
coming
back.
true right now.
Yeah.
Bye. That was perfect timing.
All right,
So what?
claims history.
Yeah, claims history. Claims history. If you have multiple claims, thefts, things that you can or cannot control, you will be dinged by the insurance company. They will maybe raise your rates. If you have weather-related losses, a lot of times they're kind of forgiven or not looked at or don't really affect your rates. But if you have multiple weather-related losses, they can increase your rates. If you have multiple losses, sometimes it impacts our ability to find you a homeowner's carrier, take you, have to go to excess surplus lines. So claims can affect your rates or the markets we have available to you.
Great
Oh.
job.
What you got to add?
I was gonna say they follow you. So you had a claim out in Arizona. We're gonna see it when you come to Brevard.
Yep.
Smart. All right, Rachel, you're up for spin that bottle. Good spin, strong spin, stronger than Jay's. Light blue, light blue. All right, we're looking at the category of
Ooh,
mortgage, and how does
mortgage.
that affect your rate? Rachel, 30 seconds, and go.
All right, when you have a mortgage, tell us, please. We can communicate with your lender and get you the documents you need before you close. Also, we do have a carrier that does give a mortgage-free discount, so keep us posted on that piece.
Great job, 15 seconds. Nice.
Short and sweet.
Somebody's keeping track of points over there.
Folks like discounts.
They do. They do.
Always a pleasant surprise when you can get a discount. All right, Jay, your turn. Spin that bottle. See if we get a new color. Green it is. And we're looking at the deed holder. Your deed holder.
A deed holder, that's how you take title to the property. You can take title to the property as an individual, LLC, corporation. Some companies don't like it when folks take title to the property in an LLC or a multi-member LLC. That may limit the options we have for you and have to go seek alternative markets or go out into the excess surplus lines, which can drive your premium up. Some companies want single member LLCs for tax purposes and will write a homeowner, like Travelers will write a homeowner's policy in LLC. Some carriers will not write a homeowner's policy in LLC. So again, could drive which carrier you go to.
Good job, Jay.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so that is your deed holder situation for affecting your rate. Rachel, let's spin that bottle.
This is a good-looking board.
It is a good looking board. It looks like
Red.
red.
Ooh.
And whoa, we're looking at the rental situation and how that may affect your rate.
This is huge.
This is huge. Do I only get 30 seconds
I'll
for
tell
this
you
one?
what, because this is a special category, we will give you 45 seconds.
All right, thank you.
Go.
Rentals in this area are all over the place, as we all know. So we have about 3 different carriers that will work with you for short-term rental. And we need to know how long you're renting. What are you renting? Are you renting your garage? Are you renting the apartment outside, the basement? How many days? The whole house. You know, we need to know those information, those pieces of information. Or on the flip side, are you renting it all year long with one tenant? That's a completely different ball of wax that we'll need to discuss.
Yep. So, or are you doing an Airbnb, renting out one room? You have to add specific endorsements to your homeowner's policy to make sure that you're picking up
the coverage when you have a tenant in there. Also, we can also remove that endorsement when you're doing short-term rental if you decide to stop. So have that conversation with us about the rental. We've got opportunity for that.
Good job.
Yeah, I'd like to add, we've got so many short-term rentals. We're really seeing a ton of it in the area right now. And it's really interesting. Folks go in and out of it. Some people do it a lot, and then like, oh man, I can't change sheets anymore, and then they go back to it. But one of the biggest things that we've seen, and we've experienced a lot of claims over the years, water losses, smoke losses. VRBO or vacation rental, short-term rental companies handle it differently. All of them handle it differently. There's differences in theft. There's differences in illegal activities. And one of the biggest differences we've seen is loss of income. Some folks are renting their house for $1,500 a week,
Right.
you know, and they're renting it all summer long or renting it from April through October. You know, if they have a water loss and somebody's out and they are booked all summer, you might be missing some serious income.
Right.
We had a client in this week, and he had 6 figures worth of income in his rental house, and he had a policy that was not going to touch it, or
Right.
like 60,000 of
Right.
rental income. So, folks, you gotta look at that. That can drive your price.
Right. Because if it's more of an investment property like that, that's something that we need to talk through.
Yep.
Good work. Good work. All right, Jay, you're up for spinning the bottle. Give it a spin. And we've got purplish.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is a good
this
one.
is a hot
That's
topic. Let's talk about how
fantastic.
your roof can affect your rate.
Can I have 45 seconds?
You can.
Yeah, that's
a
Go
good
ahead.
one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this has been a really hot topic lately. We have one company right now they're giving up to about a 30% discount on your homeowners for a new roof. Another thing that's happening, if you have an older roof, or we're seeing roofs that are older than 20 years, companies are giving you actual cash value, or some companies are giving you actual cash value on the roof, or they're not discounting your premium as much because the roof is older. Also, whether you have a composition roof or a metal roof can drive your premium. And a big one lately is wood roofs. There was some brush fires and stuff over in Gatlinburg a few years ago. There was a lot of wood roofs. A lot of markets and stuff are shying away from wood roofs, and you know, some carriers just don't like them as much as they once did. Some people say that, you know, that they last a long time, but they're not as popular in the insurance marketplace as they once were. So the type of roofing material and the age can drastically affect your premium. One carrier will give you a 30% reduction for a new roof. So if you get a new roof, let your insurance agent know. Let them know.
I had someone come in just the other day, and they had a new roof a couple years ago, and we were able to look at their renewal, and it actually dropped,
Yeah.
considering an increase in coverage that we did in parts of our conversation. So it was awesome. It
Yeah.
was great.
And if you're buying a house, you know, find out when the roof was done. The carrier we're talking about, they actually want to see an invoice or, you know, proof of it,
Yeah, certificate of completion.
something.
Right.
And you know, but 30% on your homeowner's premium is a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's anyway, that can drastically spin the rate.
Way to tie that in there, Jay. Nice
All
job.
right.
Nice job on the roof. Talking about those lids. Good job. All right, Rachel, it is your turn to spin the bottle. We're just a couple categories left, and we're looking at
Ooh.
fuchsia.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sparkle red,
Great.
actually.
This is the protection class, Rachel, and in 30 seconds, explain how protection class, what it is, and how it can affect your rate.
Thanks, Brad. Protection class is where your home is in relation to the responding fire department through the ISO. So we're looking at distance, road miles from your house to the fire department, and we're looking at where the closest water source is that they can use. That can have a pretty good impact on your rate. So we're going to be having that conversation with you, especially the new home builds. You know, where's your water source? How far are you away? Some of those homes aren't pulling on maps, so we're be ready to have that kind of geographic conversation with us about that.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't have too many anymore. PC10, more than
Ooh.
6 miles away,
Right.
gets tough. More than 6 miles kind of means unprotected, or the fire department takes longer for them to get there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Great job, guys. Good job on protection class. All right, we've got a couple more categories. Jay, it's your turn.
You know, I was looking over here and I see the last 2 categories, and I have one of the toughest jobs up here. I fill the staplers and put copy paper in the machines, but we use less and less paper.
Yeah.
But
Right.
since I do the dirty work and the tough work around here, I'm going to take the insurance score, because
Okay.
this looks like
All right.
this
All
looks
right.
like
We'll give
Yeah,
this category to
yeah.
Jay. because you're the owner,
Yeah.
I guess we'll give you some concessions. You take insurance score.
Yeah.
Do you need 45 seconds on this one?
I think I might be able to get it done
Okay.
in 30 seconds.
We'll time it for 30.
Yeah.
And go.
And insurance score is tough. Insurance score is very much like it is a credit score. It doesn't ding your credit report, but insurance companies are looking for your ability or your credit worthiness. A lot of our carriers, the higher your credit score, the lower your premium. The actuaries in glass towers in Hartford, Connecticut, or Michigan, or wherever they are crunching numbers, a lot of the big insurance companies and data people have determined folks with higher credit scores have fewer losses, and they are rewarding people with higher credit scores or insurance scores with lower premiums. That it's been that way for a long time. They've gotten around, they don't have to pull a credit score, they're pulling an insurance score in the background. They've tied it to your claims report or insurance history. I've been doing this 21 years. They've been doing this for 17 of them.
And it's not a hard pull on your credit.
No,
it's not like when you go get your mortgage.
Or buy a car,
Yeah.
or get cable TV, or a cell phone.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's people don't really understand it. I'm not sure I understand it, but
It's there. It's a fact. It's a factor, and that's why we ask for your name and birthday, and for both deed holders or everybody on like the named insured. So please work with us on that.
Yep. And sometimes, what's really interesting, the husband and wife, you can switch it, and it'll be drastically different score. But it doesn't correlate with your actual FICA credit score. I mean, it's not. I've got a 756 credit score, or I've got an 812 credit score. It's normally A, B, C, D, or it's 1270.
It's loosely related.
Yeah, it's kind of loosely related, but they call it an insurance score or an insurance history. It's getting pulled in the background. They're using clue reports, claims history, ability to pay bills, or something that they're seeing in the background. And I think every company we have does this.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. Wow, I was just getting ready to ask. Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask. I'm not sure. I think it's used in commercial insurance as well. I don't. Chad, how's it? Do they do an insurance history in commercial insurance? No. Negative. Got it. So, largely home and auto.
All right, great. Well, we have one last category, and it is the wild card category. So, Rachel,
Okay.
take away the wild card category.
Whew. So there is a bucket full of other just smaller pieces that go into your rate. We want to know dogs, bite history. We want to know deductibles. That's a big one, right? That's what you're responsible for in the event of a claim. We look at $1,500 all peril, $2,500 all peril. What are you comfortable with in the event something happens and you're Johnny on the spot and having to get these repairs done? That can drastically affect your premium that you pay every year. Generators, security systems that are monitored by another company in a call center. That's pretty important. That can totally affect your rate. Is it kind of like all discounts, I guess, I'm thinking of? Claims-free discount, mortgage-free, all those kind of buckets.
That's right. Good job. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Good job. We're still calculating, tabulating the score. All of our actuaries behind the scenes here are have got their calculators out and their pencils and abacuses, and we'll let you know who the winner is here shortly.
We're all winners.
Well, we are.
We're in the insurance business. We win every day. We just, and come join us if you want to be a winner. Come. The insurance industry is amazing.
Well, we got a few. Thank you, Rachel.
y'all are just like, wait a minute. I'm not sure about this.
Thank you, Jay and Rachel, for giving us, dropping some of that knowledge about the things that can affect your rate. We do have a few things going on in the community this weekend that we want to touch on. Tonight, You can catch Empire Strikes Brass live at 185 King Street. If you've
They are
not
good.
seen them and you like live music, Empire
That's a
Strikes
good one.
Brass,
That is
Brass is top notch.
Lots of brass.
There is a typo on here that says bass. All right. There is also live music at Oscar Blues. We've got Mark Higgins and Don McGraw and Wilson Warren. That's on Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Oh, it's going to be cold.
Virginia and the Slims at the DFR room on Saturday at 7. We've got the Spizo Italian Dinner fundraiser, and that benefits Cindy Platt Boys and Girls Club. You can find the details on the Boys and Girls Club website if you're interested in that. There's lots of sporting events at the high schools this weekend. BHS, there's basketball games all weekend at Brevard. Go Blue Devils. At Rosman High School, there is a game tonight versus Owen. And Go Tigers Wrestling, they have their first and second round of the state coming up. So way to go, guys. Good luck. In Mills River, if you're out that way, Nick Colavito tonight at 7 o'clock at Mills River Brewing. Food trucks all weekend at Burning Blush. Saturday morning yoga at Bold Rock. Hard cider. And remember, guys, when you're out and about, DuPont is still closed until at least the end of January.
Single track.
Single track is closed. Not the gravel roads and hiking and that kind of stuff. But single track is closed in DuPont. Pisgah is still very snowy, muddy. It's freezing. It's thawing. Pay very much close attention when you're out there, and be very careful and be smart when you're on the trails. If you have any events that you want us to mention, let us know. Send us a request on Facebook or on Instagram. We'll be happy to put those on again. Thank you guys for watching. You can join us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Come like us and subscribe and watch us on YouTube. And please check out YouTube because there's Katie is putting up some new videos each week. We're filming new content and putting it up there recently. Rachel's got one up about comprehensive home coverage and the different options and things that you should consider. So check that out.
And we have one coming up about short-term rentals, which you talked about today.
And short-term rentals video is coming up. And next week, we'll be sitting live with Coach Dusty Robinson from Rosman High School, and we're going to talk about all things football. We've got Super Bowl coming up, and the Olympics are coming up, so we're going to get in deep dive into some sports. And before we sign off, we've got the NFL Conference Championships this weekend. We got the Saints versus the Bengals, or the Bagels, as my kids like to call them. And the 49ers versus the Rams. Who do you like, Jay?
Rams.
Rams versus who for the Super Bowl?
Who are the other two teams?
Bengals and Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Yeah.
You like the Rams and the Chiefs? Rachel, do you have an opinion?
I like the Chiefs. I like that last play, or last couple plays they had in their last game.
Hey, is Groundhog Day next week?
Ooh, yeah.
February 2nd.
February 2nd.
February 2nd.
I really hope he doesn't see his shadow.
Rachel, our resident meteorologist, is predicting a cloudy day here in Brevard on Rachel's 2nd.
Rachel's 2nd.
February 2nd. Where do they do the? Is it
The white squirrel.
The groundhog. It's Pocknocty.
Oh, it's Punxsutawney in
Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney.
And we do the white squirrel thing here.
And the white squirrel
Yeah.
thing here in Brevard.
Pisgah Pete. That's right.
So let's all have.
Yeah,
Let
and
all the wild animals out.
and hit us up. Spend for your homeowners rate. We'll
right.
see.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Absolutely.
You know,
See how
we
Brevard
got lots of
Insurance
options.
can help you with all things insurance.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a good
folks.
week.
Thanks. Bye.